степи, только ветер гудит в проводах, тускло звезды мерцают. В темную ночь ты, любимая, знаю, не спишь, и у детской кроватки тайком ты слезу утираешь. Как я люблю глубину твоих ласковых глаз, как я хочу к ним прижаться теперь губами. Темная ночь разделяет, любимая, нас, и тревожная черная степь пролегла между нами. Верю в тебя, дорогую подругу мою, эта вера от пули меня темной ночью хранила. Радостно мне, я спокоен в смертельном бою, знаю, встретишь с любовью меня, чтоб со мной не случилось. Смерть не страшна, с ней встречались не раз мы в степи. Вот и теперь надо мною она кружится. Ты меня ждешь и у детской кроватки не спишь, и поэтому знаю, со мной ничего не случится. И поэтому знаю, со мной
Have I been talking? I've been talking to a non-working mic this entire time for like a half hour. Jeez Louise. All right. Thank you, Vachav Robas, for letting me know that my microphone was not working and that I'm a complete moron. A complete moron. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. All right. Now, as I was saying, now we're cooking with fire. Okay. So now I can run, I think the breakpoint's set up. So let me go pick up this gun. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. So I think he didn't get the call back because let's see, where did I implement it? Because I only implemented this in idle state, right? And then now if I shoot this guy, I should hit the breakpoint. No. Oh wait, did I implemented this in enemy? I'm so confused. Health changed. Okay. It's as though, okay, the breakpoint's not hitting. The log message is getting printed out, but the breakpoint is not hitting. Let's try. First, one thing I like to do is just update the log message, just kind of sanity to make sure that it's printing that actual log message and not some other log message. But we've confirmed that he's in the idle state. We've added the health changed. He should be getting that. Excuse me. So the question is, are breakpoints just not working? Breakpoints may just simply not be working. We'll try it out. I gotta pick up the gun first. Okay. All right. So breakpoints just aren't working. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if I can do this. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Perfect. And the breakpoint hit. Okay, well, that breakpoint hit, and then our other breakpoint should hit too. Yes. Okay. So we can actually stop that. Oh, I gotta stop it over here. Okay, detach, and then stop. So this is tricky, right? Because I think what we'll do in the base, okay, so did I in the base NPC class, I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have another event, right? Public. Stop it. It's going to be public. I'm going to have another event. Oh, I was going to say I'm going to have another event that is just a take damage event, but I think maybe... Okay, my goal, here's the problem, is that like with NPCs, when you attack an NPC, so because I was talking on mute for anybody listening, the whole purpose of what I'm doing now is I'm trying to have the NPC, if I shoot the NPC, I want the NPC to come attack me. So but I want to be able to override that behavior as necessary, right? Like if the NPC is fleeing or something and I shoot it, maybe there will be a situation where I want it to continue to flee. I don't necessarily want it to turn around and attack me. So, and that should be driven by the state. So I think I was on the right path. So I don't want, maybe I have an event already that lets the NPC know, hey, you've been attacked. And on health changed. Instead of having an event in each state, what I can do instead is, okay, all right. I got this. I got it. Okay, just calm down. I've got it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a protected, not private, protected. Do you guys remember the difference between private and protected? Put it in the chat if you remember. Okay. Protected virtual void respond to damage, I think is fine. And then how much damage we take. So and actually that's a good point because I'm thinking like, let's say if somebody shoots you, but like it's just a little tiny bullet and you get 1 point of damage, you might attack them. But if somebody shoots you with like a bigger one, then you might want to run. So respond to damage, and then we can pass in how much damage we took. Right now, this will be blank because this is in the base class. Ugh. Wait, no. This is terrible. That's terrible. We don't want that at all. I think we just want to stick with the original and have it here on health changed. I think we just want to handle it in the state class itself. Why are you using events? Think events are mainly meant for communication between systems, not for handling NPC internal state. Events are used for lots of things. They're not just used for communication. So, and I think taking damage is a perfect example. Events are generally for anything that is not happening linearly in your program. So an event, if you're walking along a path and then somebody throws a rock and it hits you, that's an event. You got to respond to that. There are other ways you could do that, but I think that is a perfectly natural use case for an event. And yes, events they're often used for communication, and I would also argue that this is communication, right? I would say that this is communication of one system, the attacking NPC or the player, and another system, which is the base NPC. So yeah, I think events, I think it's perfectly reasonable to use an event here. All right. It is interesting because you could also think about a child versus an adult NPC. So you would have to have some concept of the NPC itself, because if an adult is shot, the adult might attack back, whereas a child might run. So I think what we need to do is we have the event in the state, and we need to get the behavior from the NPC object itself, which means the NPC object itself needs some type, and this is where I was going with this, it needs some type of blink twice code. I don't remember what. Again, it's been 2 months since I've looked at this code, so I'm a little rusty. For anybody listening for the first time, I went away in June. I've been working on this project since like December of last year, and then slowly but surely. Then I went away in June, didn't work on the project for 2 months, and now I'm back. So I gotta, I'm a little rusty. Forgive me if I'm a little rusty. All right. But I've been a programmer for a long time. Not a game programmer, but I've been a programmer for a long time. So just to give you a little bit of background. Okay. And actually, no. Okay. So protect it. We're putting this in virtual void. I think we'll go with my hand with react to damage. Okay, so this is what I wanted. This is the default. This will be the default behavior, which for now will leave blank. And then you would come up to an enemy NPC and he could override it. And then the enemy NPC could pursue, because we do have a pursue state, right? Yes, we do have a pursue state. The issue here is the pursue state needs a target, right? This base NPC, the NPC of which this state is attached. Okay, so that's whatever did the shooting, and then we have this target, and that's what. No. Base NPC is whatever got shot, and then target is whatever did the shooting. And I know that sounds backwards, but yes, that's how it is. For this pursue state, because you got to tell the state, okay, this thing is doing the pursuing, and then the target is, and this is what the thing is pursuing. Okay. So I think let's start simple. And when an NPC gets attacked, an enemy NPC gets attacked, we just change to the enemy pursue state. Maybe. But here's the tricky thing. Pursue is probably not the best. Maybe we have to go into some like hyper scan, right? Oh, this is really tricky though. Let's think about this, because if you get shot, you might not know where it came from. So you got to look around. You got to be like, whoa, got to look around. If you get stabbed, you probably don't have to look around. Guy's right there attacking you. Let's start simple. Let's kind of start with the NPC kind of being able to cheat. And if you shoot it, if you damage it in any way, it knows where you're at and it will start chasing you. Now, I know that's not realistic, but let's start there. Let's get that framework in place, and then I'm going to cook myself from some breakfast. All right. Old health, new health, on health change. The trick here is, how do I communicate in the health event what did the damage? I think what the health changed in general needs is like an opaque variable, or what are they called? I think what we could do. Oof, got a pain in my side right here. Ooh. The animals are starting, like my dog and my two cats. They're starting to like look at me, and like they're gonna gang up on me. Like they're pretty much like, look, dude, you need to feed us breakfast. I think you can just pass the damage source in the event. You can. I mean, I can change the event and put whatever I want in it. The issue is that the damage source. So the way it works is, well, if I remember correctly, the way it works is I shoot, but once I shoot, the damage is independent of the shooter. So now I have to attach the target to the shooting. Something like that. Okay, let's This is interesting. This is fun. I've to scan. I'm going to look up on health change and see all the places, because I'm trying to remember how the shooting actually works. Health changed. And by the way, let me do this. If you're curious about the project, let me paste a link to it. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've worked on this computer. I was away. This is a desktop that I'm working on. Let me sign on to GitHub off screen, and then I'll send you a link. I just need to, my other monitor is vertical, so I want to shorten this window. I mean, what I want to do is I want to have a third variable in the on damage, which I think they call opaque variables. I always forget the term, but basically I can attach whatever I want to it, and maybe I can attach multiple things to it, because say for example, a player shoots. That's one thing a player shoots. That's one thing that can inflict damage. But then say that there's an explosion. That's another thing that can inflict damage. So you need to be able to differentiate between the different things that inflict damage. But let me sign into GitHub over here. I'm going to need my phone, aren't I? Two-factor authentication is your friend, boys. Okay, let me get my phone. Send SMS. All right, send to GitHub. I'm still waiting. There we go. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 6. Okay. In case you are curious about the project, you can look at it at this link here. The name is probably going to change again for a third time. But so since you're here, Volstadt, let me show you the mechanic. The mechanic that I spent some time building back in the late winter. But the main mechanic that has me so what I remember reading, let me get my favorite tool out, Paint. Is that in a game, you should have 3 different elements. There are 3 elements that make or break a game, essentially. And those are, let me put this up here. One would be environment or setting. We're going to go with environment. You can see that. I'm spelling environment. I'm pretty sure I spelled it wrong, but that's okay. Okay, environment. That looks like I'm not going to say the word. It looks like a certain type of person writing that E. All right, environment. Or also setting is probably best. Setting. Oh my God. Okay, and then this one, and then there's 3. There's 3. And they're all connected. This one. So you have the setting, you have the mechanic, and then you have the store. Wait, I'm getting this wrong. I'm getting this wrong. I completely forgot what it was. Because I think setting and story might actually, these might be 2. But the point is I know mechanic is like one of the things. Like basically the point of this is if you want a successful game, you have to have like a successful / unique / and like you need one of these needs to excel. And so I have this idea for a mechanic. I've had this idea for a long time, and then I started actually implementing it. And let me show you a basic concept of the mechanic that works today. And so I am obviously the player, right? And then right now I have green guy, and then I have red guys, right? The red guys are the enemies. The green guy, he's on my team. Now there is a story behind this that I'm kind of like lightly working on. And that's why it says son NPC, because in the story that NPC will be my son. Now, but what I can do is I can do things like put a land marker here, like there. And I'm just going to name it not backtick. I'm going to name it 111111 confirm. And then I can tell this guy, I can say, hey, go to 111111, and he's going to go. And now the guards are going to see him, and they're going to shoot him. But the idea is I'm a programmer. I kind of like the idea of having to use these NPCs with these certain instructions in order to win the game. Like eventually I want to be able to tell the guy, like the green NPC, go over there, wait 5 seconds, and then go over, or like let's say they're like, I give the green guy, I give him a grenade, and I say, go over there, pull the pin, drop the grenade, and then run. And then so those are the types of mechanics. And then, go over there, and then I want to have it a little more complicated. Like if this, do this, or while this, do this. So that's the mechanic I'm building. So that's kind of the point of the game. As I want that mechanic, but my dog is like I think he's ready to bite my leg. So I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to cook. I will leave the stream. I'm not going to leave the stream running, but be sure to click and subscribe. I'll be back in about an hour because I'm going to take the dog on a walk after breakfast. So maybe an hour and a half, I'll be back. And I hope to see you guys back here too. All right, bye.